Welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We are live here for round 5 of the 2023 NASCAR Platinum Cup Series season, hosted right here on NASCAR Heat 5. We've got the Jackpot 400 here tonight. We've got a good battle for the race lead. There's 24 cars on the racetrack for this 134 lap event, and we're being led by Landon Jenkins in the number 77 car. He is the 2022 NASCAR World Champion. That series of season, of course, was hosted on F1 2020 on the PlayStation console. And we've got Aaron Garcia in the 24 in hot pursuit, only a couple of car lengths behind him. I'm NASCAR CEO and founder Tyler McMurder, along with my in-race reporter, the 2022 NASCAR Novice Cup Series champion Alex Tesdahl, who's out there driving the number 17 Ford Mustang. Kick back, relax, grab a cold can of soda, and enjoy the show. It is the Jackpot 400 at Las Vegas, round 5 of the 2023 NASCAR Platinum Cup Series season. He's there, folks. Aaron is all over the back bumper of the 77 of Landon Jenkins. That's the battle for the lead right now. 3-car battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th just behind them, being led by the 95 of Dawson Brush, having a great run in his return to NASCAR. Got Harold Burden in the 12 and Connor Brown in the 78 just behind him. The field pretty spread out at this point. We've had 2 cautions here in stage 1, and they've since then restarted for the second time and continued on, but you can see that a couple of these cars have some front end damage that they're going to need to assess and maybe repair on their next pit stop. Josh Colin-Diaz in the number 9 Chevy Camaro is one of them, and we know the 53 of Aiden Cody is another. And lead change, folks. Aaron Garcia, the pole sitter for this race and points leader coming in. He's won 2 of the first 4 races this season, has taken the race lead from number 77, Landon Jenkins. In fact, Landon's going to lose a couple of spots, drop back to 3rd and behind Dawson Brush in the 95. The top 5 now all nose to tail ever since the top 3 began to battle for position. We know how strong the draft is here, but it's going to be even stronger later tonight in the main event at Atlanta Motor Speedway. You're not going to want to miss that. The draft influence will be on high, and it'll be much similar to a Talladega or Daytona event, but on a 1.5 miles, much like they do in real life these days for the NASCAR Cup Series. Throwing it down to in-race reporter Alex Tesdahl, again former champion of the NASCAR Novice Cup Series. Alex, as you mentioned, we've had 2 cautions in this race, so does that mean that everybody's good to go to the end of this stage on fuel?
Yeah, anyone who pitted on the last caution should be 2 laps to the good, but I think a couple stayed out, so for track position, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, we definitely will. Thank you for the input. You're having a great battle here for the 7th position with the 8 car of Jordan Broughton. How's the number 17 car feel so far?
It's slightly on the tight side, but not bad. It's got some speed in there.
Perfect. Might open up better for you when you get a long run. Being a tick too tight to start a run is usually a smart idea, especially if it's going to go green for quite some time. Good luck to you. Oh, and it was a bit of a lag on my screen. On my screen, it looked like you actually spun completely out, but looked like you had a run and you were going to go to the outside of Jordan, and he didn't know you were going to do that, maybe. And yeah, the car's got some front end damage now. How many laps to go? Do you have to nurse this thing?
Coming to 10 to go. It should be all right. It's only cosmetic, but it'll affect the handling a bit, but at least it's still got power in it.
Exactly. Top 10 get stage points. Hopefully you can keep it there. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
And the announcer's curse, folks, I swear, it is a real thing. They talk about it on the NASCAR Cup Series broadcast as well. We can also let you know that Chris Vaudrin in the number 19 is pulled off the racetrack. He's done for the day. We've got a wild battle for the race lead. Dawson Brush in the 95 takes it from Aaron Garcia. And got a co-commentator in the background here. Not sure if you can hear him, but he's voicing his opinion here. Dawson Brush has got the lead. Aaron Garcia and Connor Brown side by side for second and third, with Harold Burden running fourth, Connor Brown running in fifth. Blair Roussel in the 25 car running in the sixth position, closing in on the top five battle. He won the Daytona 500 this year with us, the eighth running of that event. This is the eighth season for the NASCAR Platinum Cup Series, and if they keep battling the way that they are, he should get there in time. They are still lined up 2 by 2, folks. Nobody is giving up. Landon Jenkins now to the inside, getting a push from Harold Burden. Dawson Brush leads the outside line in the 95 car. Aaron Garcia thinking about 3 wide, but actually now that I'm getting a better angle at it, Connor Brown forced his way to the middle line. He was able to pick up the 4th place position. Aaron's going to reset on the inside, back in 5th. About 6 laps to go here. Top 10 get the stage points. The stage winner, of course, gets that valuable playoff point. Those will carry with you through the playoff rounds as long as you keep advancing. There was nearly contact there between the 77 and the 95. And contact there between the 12 and the 77. Just a little bit up the hill goes Landon Jenkins. Harold Burden going down to the inside looking for a stage win. Blair Roussel is there. He's taking the 5th place position away from Aaron Garcia. Kind of looks like Aaron is just kind of resetting and waiting here, following these guys and drafting a little bit, and maybe struggling with the handling of that race car. Looked a little loose coming off of turn 4. Landon Jenkins leads the way. How many laps to go in the stage, Alex?
5 to go.
This is getting good. Oh, and a couple of cars bouncing off the outside wall down the back straightaway.
Did you say inside wall, or did I hear that wrong?
If I did, I meant outside wall.
Okay.
It's happened before, so maybe. I'm not sure. 4 to go. Landon Jenkins still leading. And he's got about 4, 5, maybe 6 car lengths of distance in between himself and the drivers battling back here for second, third, and on back. And the fact that they keep battling the way that they are, it's actually really helping Landon Jenkins maintain the gap that he has. If they line up single file, they might be able to make a run on him. But they're not going to. Blair Roussel in the 25 thinking differently. He's going for second place on Harold Burden. 3 to go. 3 to go in stage 1. 24 cars in this 134-lap event for the Jackpot 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The stage win offers 10 regular season points and a valuable playoff point. The 95 of Dawson Brush got a little bit out of shape there going into turns 3 and 4. He's going to give up 5th to Aaron Garcia. 2 laps to go in stage 1. And for about 2 laps straight now, side by side, Blair Roussel and Harold Burden for second and third. They can't seem to figure it out, and it's allowing Landon Jenkins to drive away. Maybe Landon was saving his tires a little bit and letting the others battle for the lead. I'm not too sure, but he seems to be cruising away to this stage 1 win, and the battle primarily is going to be for second, third, fourth, and fifth. The white flag is in the air. Next time by, the green and white checkered flags will be displayed to signal the end of stage 1. Landon Jenkins looking pretty good here so far to hang on for what would be his second career NASCAR Platinum Cup Series stage win.
Car slow in 3 and 4 on the apron. Oh, I thought he was going to come up.
Landon Jenkins wins stage 1 here of the Jackpot 400. And it was a close second there, but I believe that it was the 25 of Blair Roussel. Don't forget
12.
Okay. Don't forget to pit Alex, but whenever you can, please give us the top 10.
Pluto, Trouble, Speedin, your oil, Black Cross, Freedom, PC, NASCAR King, myself, Juice.
What a terrific start here. 22 cars left on the racetrack with a shot to win this race. I don't believe there's too many cars one lap down, if any.
I can't confirm that. I forgot to look, but I'm pretty sure most are on the lead lap.
Yeah, I think that almost everyone is still on the lead lap. We are green again here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Stage 2 underway. Whoa, and the 10 car, Jonathan Kemp, went flying down to the inside, let a bunch of cars go. He might have forgot to pit under the caution and might have to come around to pit road this next time by. They're 2 by 2 going into turn 3. Now the 95 of Dawson Brush going to go down onto the apron and drop to the tail of the field. Not sure what happened there to him. Aiden Cody in the 53
If this thing runs green, we will have to stop with about 7 or 8 to go. We might see some two-tire strategies.
I was just about to say that. Thank you for letting us know. We're going to see some fuel-only or two-tire stops for sure. It kind of depends on what the left sides look like for these drivers once they enter pit road. It'll be interesting to see if anybody tries to split the stage in half and take 4. And we just saw Jonathan Kemp down on the bottom, heading to pit road. He drops 1 lap down, and that's a heartbreaker for him. Qualified in the top 10. And had a strong run going so far, was on the lead lap, and now he's going to have to pit under green, not hitting the button in time under caution to make it to pit road at the end of stage 1. Connor Brown's going to take the lead with a power move around the outside of Landon Jenkins. He had help from Harold Burton in the 12, Aaron Garcia in the 24, and Jordan Roughton in the 8. They all went to the top and were able to make it happen. 3 wide for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Landon Jenkins trying to strike back right away. Man, this is awesome racing.
Oh, they're wrecking in 2.
They are. The 73 making his debut here tonight. Pinched Timmy Brown in the 13 down onto the apron. He's spun out, and they were already crashing behind both of them, but that triggered another crash. Many drivers were unable to avoid it, and as Alex pointed out, the caution is out for the 3rd time in this race for an on-track incident, the 1st time in stage 2. And Alex, let me ask you this, does this put everyone right on the bubble for making it on fuel if we go green?
It's gonna be very close.
Someone's gonna try it too, we all know that. Aiden Cody in the 53 was involved, Timmy Brown in the 13, Dawson Brush in the 95, looks like Dustin Franklin in the 3.
Yeah, we get, what, about 30 on a tank, and we're going to be restarting with like 31, 32.
Yeah, someone's going to try it. Question is, as well, do the tires make it a full fuel run? What do you think about that?
That's also very close.
Wow, this is going to be interesting. Green is out again here in stage 2. Round 5 of the 2023 NASCAR Platinum Cup Series season. Posted here on NASCAR Heat 5. Landon Jenkins, your leader. Connor Brown in 2nd. Aaron Garcia 3rd. Harold Burton in 4th. Jordan Roughton 5th. Josh Colm-Diaz is in 6th. Blair Roussel in 7th. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. runs in 8th. Luca runs in 9th, and Dave Marks Jr. rounds out the top 10 in the 41 car. Oh, a couple of cars go up into the outside wall coming out of turn 4. Jordan Roughton and Josh Colm-Diaz were those 2. Oh, and they're bouncing off each other. Dustin Franklin bumped into the 9 of Josh Colm-Diaz, who went down and made contact with Trey Hollywood in the 20 car. Trey goes to the back of the field. He's had good speed all night long. He's going to be back up there at some point. Cody still having some connection issues. He's lagging a little bit, and he's electing to hang out at the tail of the field because of that. And now we've got a battle for the lead again. Landon Jenkins, Connor Brown, Jordan Roughton. Seems like every corner, every straightaway, on every lap, there is some sort of battle for the race lead. Nobody giving up here. I don't think anyone's saving anything, Alex. I don't know if they're thinking about fuel and tires.
We're like right on the money, but if you push too hard, you can burn extra. So that's something you have to be aware of.
Yeah, and they're definitely pushing extra. They were 3 wide for the lead a moment ago. Landon Jenkins is going to slip back. He was the one on the far outside. Jordan Roughton led the lap that last time by. Connor Brown, Jordan Roughton still side by side here for the race lead. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 18 car sneaking into the picture up there for the first time today. He's been consistently up in the top 10 all race long, but this is the highest he's run all race long. Former NASCAR champion with us on NASCAR 15 and Supercross. Now 3 wide for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Harold Burden takes a peek all the way up against the outside wall. He's going to get a great run down the back straightaway and tucks in line as the 3rd car in line on the outside and now 4th position on the racetrack. Oh. 73.
This is a hornet's nest.
Yeah, this is wild. This is great to watch from up here, but if I was out there on the racetrack, yeah, I'd be a little bit concerned. Pretty much every single corner. Contact made there with Landon Jenkins and Blair Roussel. Blair makes a good save up on the outside. Blair races dirt cars up in Canada.
As a driver, this makes you a little anxious, but I guarantee it's fun to watch.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. Oh! And there's a crash on the front straightaway. Destin Franklin was involved. The 11 saved it.
There's a yellow.
Yes, there is.
Now we don't have to worry about fuel.
There was a few cars involved. Rush Downing in the 7 car got a piece of it. The 10 car of Jonathan Kemp was involved. Aiden Cody in the 53. Destin Franklin in the 3, the main car with the most damage. Getting reports that the 95 and the 53 are continuing to lag throughout this race. Ethan Hoekstra in the 51 car right there. We haven't talked too much about him. 2023 NASCAR Novice Cup Series champion. He got involved in this incident. He'll be coming to pit road for sure, and this really squashes the plan and the idea of some of these drivers being close on fuel and tires at the end of stage 2, Alex. Everybody's back on even playing field. There's no saving at this point. We are green again here in stage 2.
I guess it's pedal to the metal from here to the end.
Absolutely, which means more entertainment for us up here in the booth and for the viewers at home, and more anxiety for the drivers. Like, it's hard to call all the action, folks. They're 2-3 wide all the way through this pack. Dave Marks Jr. in the 41 just bounced off the 11. Machiavelli Ross in the 11 car. And Landon Jenkins holds on to the lead for now. Aaron Garcia taking a look to the inside. There's more draft help on the outside as of now. Someone's going to have to tell Aaron that, because he still seems to be making time on the bottom, and now he's to the inside of Landon Jenkins in the 77.
Starting to feel like Daytona out here.
And it looks like it from up here. It is very exciting to watch. And we've got a crash deep in the field. It was Ethan Hoekstra in the 51, I believe.
Stays green for now.
It was Ethan, and we are still green. You're right. It was a 2-car incident involving Ethan and Dave Marks Jr. And more contact, front straightaway. Luca's going to go up and over through the grass.
We're still green somehow.
Wow. They were 3 wide battling for second and third and fourth. Blair Roussel in the 25. The 73 wiggled and nearly came down into the 25. I think the 25 wiggled, thinking he was going to get hit, and then actually hit the 73. Somebody went up and into the outside wall. The 11 of Machiavelli Ross was also spun. So was the 25 of Blair Roussel. That was about a 3 or 4 car incident, and we are still green here in stage 2 of the Jackpot 400 at Las Vegas. It's a little bit unbelievable. Aaron Garcia's got the lead. Jordan Roughton runs in second. Landon Jenkins making a move for third here on Connor Brown. Alex Tesdall up in fifth in the 17 car. Sean Lucas in the 22 runs in sixth. Haven't spoken much about him. That's the highest he's run all race long. Josh Colombiez in seventh. Trey Hollywood has rebounded for eighth. Dustin Franklin has rebounded to ninth. We saw Emily Seri in the 62 car, one of the 2 Canadian drivers in tonight's field. She was down in the grass there. She's going to fall 1 lap down to your race leaders. And rounding out the top 10 to finish the running order here, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in that 18 car. The top 10 are pretty closely bunched together. There's a bit of a gap you can find there between 10th and 11th. Dawson Brush is the one running at 11th with Harold Burden in the 12 car. Running 12th. He spent most of this race, Harold did, up in the top 5, so we'll have to see if he can rebound in the final stage. We're all chasing the 24 of Aaron Garcia, but they're going to have to get lined up single file in order to have a chance to run down that 24 car. And with the speed we've seen from Landon Jenkins in the 77 and the number of laps that he's led, he might be the right candidate to try to lead the group. Top 10 get the points here in each stage, so the drivers from 6th back to 10th are also battling. They are not working together at this point. Josh Colombiez runs in 6th. Trey Hollywood, Jeffrey Robinson Jr., Dustin Franklin, Sean Lucas, the rest of those top 10 spots. Emily Seri has been on and off pit road to repair the damage and take on tires. There's Trey Hollywood. Running in the top 10 in 7th, having a great day. Came into this race 8th in the point standings. Going to get a good push there from his teammate Jeffrey Robinson Jr. and team owner as well. Their other teammate, Machiavelli Ross, he was involved in the most recent crash that did not result in a caution. He's got a lot of front-end damage, and now it looks like he's actually going to let the rest of the top 10 go, and he does. I was going to say, is he coming to pit row? But no, he stays out. He's hoping at the end of stage 2 that he's the free pass car. How many laps to go in the stage, Alex?
10 to go.
Perfect, thank you. And Luca in the 73 is going to go a lap down as well, so now he becomes the first car 1 lap down, and that's exactly what the other cars that have fallen back, like Machiavelli Ross and Emily Seri, that's exactly what they did not want to see. Now Ethan Hoekstra in the 51 car, the next one to go 1 lap down, and if the leaders can catch him, then he's probably going to get the free pass here at the end of stage 2, because I don't think that Aaron Garcia is going to catch another lapped car before the end of this stage. But I've been wrong before. But yeah, now that I see the gap that he has until he sees another car, like there's no other cars in the vicinity of him. He's got about a half a track before he would find the next one to put them a lap down. Ethan Hoekstra likely going to get that free pass. Aaron Garcia, your leader. Landon Jenkins scored in 2nd. Jordan Roughton running 3rd. Alex Tesdall looking to the bottom. Had a great run. He's going to clear him. Jordan might have actually lifted a little bit to let him in line, then gave him a bit of a shove going into turn 3, and now up the hill goes Alex in the 17. Eight laps to go in stage 2. Ray Hollywood has worked his way to 5th. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. running in 6th, Dustin Franklin in 7th, and Josh Colm-Diaz running in 8th. Or check that, Ray Hollywood has worked his way to 6th, rather. And the cars running in 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, they are beginning to run down the drivers running 2nd through 5th, and it's about to be an 8-car battle for the rest of those positions here. Top 10 get the stage points. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. comes into this race 6th in the point standings, looking for another nice solid top 5 or top 10 with a couple of stage points as well. He got a few in stage 1, finishing 10th in stage 1, so picking up 1 stage point there. Dustin Franklin slips back after making a bit of contact there with the outside wall. There's Harold Burden running in 11th as of right now. Comes into this race 4th in the point standings. Ran most of this race in the top 5. It'll be interesting to see if he can rebound to get back up into the top 5 for the final stage. Connor Brown in the 78 came into this race 12th in the point standings. Been up here battling in the top 5 for most of this race, and now a couple of cars crashing on the back straightaway. Jordan Roughton and Connor Brown, Josh Colm-Diaz, Dustin Franklin.
That ends the stage.
And that, yeah, and the 95 of Dawson Brush was involved as well. It looked like the 78 and the 8 both got loose in the exact same way coming out of turn 2. Tried to save it, overcorrected, and back to the right and head on into the wall. Both of them went. That will end the stage. And Aaron Garcia in the 24, the pole sitter for this race, wins stage 2. Don't forget to pit Alex, but whenever you have time, please give us the top 10 for the viewers at home.
The rest of the top 10 is Pluto, myself, Hollywood, Juicy, Franklin, Trouble, PC, Freedom, No Luck.
And so did you just finish in 2nd or 3rd in the stage?
3rd.
Nice. You look good in the draft and you're making good moves. You made a clean pass there. And now you're going to restart on the outside of the front row. 22 cars left on the racetrack. Final stage time here for the Jackpot 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The green flag has been shown. We've had 4 cautions in this race for on-track incidents and 2 for the end of stages, and now everybody back on even playing field. Almost everyone is on the lead lap. And off they go, thundering into turn 3 now, 2 by 2 for the race lead. And all the way back throughout this field. A very clean restart here for the beginning of the final stage. Aaron Garcia leads, Landon Jenkins in 2nd, Trey Hollywood in the 20 car up there in 3rd. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. is running 4th, Harold Burden in 5th in that number 12 Ford Mustang for Brett Baker Racing. His teammate Alex Tesdall in the 17 car is in there on the outside of him. In the 6th position, Dustin Franklin in 7th, Blair Roussel in 8th, Sean Lucas in 9th, and Connor Brown in 10th. These positions are all changing every 50 feet or so as they continue to battle side by side here in the final stage of round 5 here of the 2023 NASCAR Platinum Cup Series season, hosted on NASCAR Heat 5. It is the 8th running, the 8th season for the NASCAR Platinum Cup Series. It started back in 2017 on NASCAR 15 on the PlayStation 3 console. We ran 2 seasons on 2 different video games in 2018, 2 different consoles as well, and that is the reason why we are 1 year ahead than we should be. This is the 8th annual season for the Platinum Cup Series. Some of the very best and most highly respected sim racers on NASCAR console games have competed here and won races and done really well for themselves. Some full-time, some part-time. Pardon me. And a battle for the race lead. Landon Jenkins goes to the inside, clears the 24, trying to bring help with him. And I think that this is a good strategy. I think that if you allow the 24 of Aaron Garcia to take the lead and be the front car, you risk him running away if you guys start to battle side by side for position. You've got to keep the best car on the track busy. Every run you get, go to the outside of him, go to the inside of him. You just got to keep him busy.
Oh, they moved him.
Was there contact? Yeah?
Looked like the 20 moved him up the hill.
Wow, on my screen it didn't look like it, but you're down there, so I believe you. That is wild. And back to about 8th place now goes Aaron Garcia in the 24. A little bit of contact there between the two, and that sends the 24 back to P8 for now. Some rubbing between the 17 and 18 there for 3rd and 4th. As Landon Jenkins continues to lead. Alex gonna, whoa, I was gonna say Alex gonna tuck in line, and then he lost control, found the outside wall, goes all the way down below the white line, comes back up onto the racetrack carefully and safely. A little bit of contact there between he and the 12. And they're still crashing. The 12 just crashed into the 13 of Timmy Brown. The 95 of Dawson Brush was involved. The 51 of Ethan Hoekstrom makes it through, and we stay green here in the final stage of the Jackpot 400. Well, for the most part, Alex, nice save, but it cost you some position and some track time. What do you think of the car now? Any damage?
It's minimal. It didn't affect it too much. Like, I tried to tuck in behind the 18, and the nose just lost all grip, and it took off.
Keep their draft. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Landon Jenkins, your leader. Trey Hollywood in second. It's the highest he's run all race long. Always very strong at these mile-and-a-halfs, but he's mostly known for his success on the super speedways. Always finds a way to make it happen there. He's got 5 super speedway wins in his NASCAR career. There's only one driver with more. And whenever it comes down to the draft and good decision making, it seems like Trey Hollywood always has himself in a good position at the end of these races to capitalize and have a chance to win. He's got his team owner, Jeffrey Robinson Jr., the 18 car, just behind him. Jeffrey was very excited for the 2 races here tonight. The mile-and-a-halfs is where Jeffrey Robinson Jr. shines the most. He has 2 wins in NASCAR on a NASCAR Heat game. Jeffrey does in that 18 car. One of them came this year in the NASCAR Motormaster Series in the Xfinity cars. And the other one was last year in the NASCAR Legend Series. Cup cars with no playoff format. And Alex let us know how many laps to go when you hit the line.
All right. 43 to go.
10-4, thank you. We're going to take you through the field, folks. We're going to do a good old-fashioned crank it up. Gonna stop commentary for a few laps here, and we're gonna let you ride on board with some of your favorite NASCAR Platinum Cup Series drivers. Listen to the sounds of these engines here from these Cup cars on NASCAR Heat 5. You're watching the Jackpot 400 here on NASCAR Heat 5, live on the NASCAR Series Racing YouTube channel. It is the 5th race for the 2023 NASCAR Platinum Cup Series drivers. Kick back and enjoy, but crank it up. Well, we're coming back to live commentary. Crank it back down, folks. You're going to hear me very loud if you don't. And we're going to throw it down to in-race reporter Alex Tesdall to find out what brings us under the caution for the 5th time in this race for an on-track incident.
Something sent the 18 around, and then there was a pile-up.
Yikes. And
didn't see what spun him, but yeah.
Right, and that's a shame for him too, because he was one of the true contenders for this win. 20 cars are left on the racetrack, 24 started. We are green. How many laps to go, Alex?
29 to go.
Oh man, and now everybody from here can make it to the end of this race on fuel and tires. There's no saving, there's no pit strategy involved. We didn't have a single green flag wave of pit stops here in tonight's event so far. And we won't.
We were close to him when that caution came out.
Ah. And for the first time in this race, Dustin Franklin in the 3 is going to take the lead. Landon Jenkins not too far behind him in the 77, and now they're crashing deeper in the field. One went through the grass, one went up and hit the outside wall. We're still green. Jonathan Kemp and Luca in the 73, they both were able to successfully miss that crash, but it cost them both some time. I believe it was the 13 of Timmy Brown that went through the grass, and we're still battling hard up at the front like we have been all race long for position. And we've seen a couple of drivers take the lead and be able to drive away because of how hard they are battling for those positions. So maybe Dustin Franklin is going to be able to drive away. We'll have to see. Aaron Garcia in the 24 with a big save there. Almost sent it through the grass on the front straightaway. Finds himself back here in about the 8th or 9th position. The 78 car got loose coming out of turn 4, came down into the right rear of the 24, and then spun back into the outside wall. Contact made with the 7 of Rush Downing deeper in the field. We're still green. Dustin Franklin, Blair Roussel, Landon Jenkins, Jordan Roughton, Trey Hollywood, your top 5. Josh Colm-Diaz, Aaron Garcia, Dawson Brush, Alex Tesdall, Sean Lucas, the rest of your top 10. 27 laps to go, about to be 26 here in the final stage of the Jackpot 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Round 5 of the 2023 season here for the NASCAR Platinum Cup Series. It's been a wild race here from start to finish. Everybody been two by two or 3 wide pretty much all race long. We've seen so many different leaders, so many lead changes in this race. It's really anyone's race all the way down to the wire, and Blair Roussel in the 25 car takes the race lead for the first time here tonight. He won the 8th running of the NOSSCAR Daytona 500 earlier this season. Became the 2nd Canadian to do so. Going to bring Landon Jenkins with him for 2nd, but now Landon gets a bit of a bump from Jordan Roughton in the 8 car. Up the hill went Landon just a bit, opened the door for Jordan down on the bottom, and he's got a good push from Aaron Garcia in the 24. Aaron won stage 2. Andy won the pole for this race, came in as the points leader in that yellow and black number 24 machine. He every now and then gets very loose coming out of turn 4. Has to grab a handful of steering wheel and make a big save, and I think that's what's costing him and preventing him from getting up to the front and battling for the lead. The fact that he's rebounded already from about 9th up to 5th is very impressive, but once in a while the car gets a little bit tail happy on him. The top 9 have kind of separated themselves from the rest of the field, and I think if all of those top 9 cars just stay single file for the most part, they should be able to run down the 25 of Blair Roussel, but it doesn't look like it's their plan. They're still side by side battling for those positions. Aaron Garcia in the 24, Jordan Roughton in the 8 for 2nd and 3rd. Side by side for the 6th position, Trey Hollywood in the 20 and Josh Colm-Diaz in the 9. Dawson Brush and Alex Tesdall right behind both of those drivers that are battling for the 6th and 7th positions. It's Sean Lucas in the 22 leading the 2nd group of cars. Oh! Landon Jenkins lost control, went up and into the side of Trey Hollywood in the 20 car, Trey made heavy contact with the outside wall.
We're still green.
Yeah, we are.
Wow.
There was no other cars involved. He hit the wall hard and went spinning down through the infield, well below the white line, and that is a heartbreaker for one of the drivers who had a great chance to win the Jackpot 400. It was almost his night.
He hit that wall a ton.
He did. The cars, yeah. Go on.
He's going to need a caution.
He will. He's got no draft right now. He's out there on his own. There's a few cars that have some damage to the front end that could use a caution to catch back up. Rush Downing, and the 7 car is another. This puts a few cars up in position. Luca in the 73 is rebounded for 9th. Sean Lucas in the 22 car running in 10th. Harold Burden in the 11th position in that 12 car. Machiavelli Ross in the 11 and in 12th. Connor Brown in 13th. Excuse me, it's Aiden Cody running 12th. Connor Brown 13th, just to give you an idea on where some of your favorite NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series drivers are running. We have a few cars off the racetrack. Chris Fodrin, Emily Seri, and Ethan Hoekstra in the 51. Aaron Garcia has found his way past Dustin Franklin to take over second, and he has set his sights on the race leader, Blair Roussel, also his teammate. Both drivers have a win this year. Blair, of course, in the 25, won at Daytona. Aaron Garcia won round 2 at Mid-Ohio, and round 4 at Homestead, Phoenix, rather. And that was a wild and thrilling finish there. 3 wide for most of the final 2 laps, with Aaron Garcia, Matt Smith, and Carter Smith going for the win, and it was Aaron parking it in victory lane on that night. We will see Matt Smith and Carter Smith later tonight in the main event at Atlanta. And we'll get a laps to go update from Alex Tesdall when he hits the line.
16 to go.
And 4, thank you. And now Aaron Garcia is there. He has caught the 25.
And we got a yellow.
We do. The 10 of Jonathan Kemp, the 8 of Jordan Roughton were both spun and crashed right near the exit of pit road. Heavy front end damage to both of those cars. I didn't see what triggered this, but you're right, Alex. We're under caution for the 7th
What initially sent the 8 into the wall was contact with the 95. I don't know what happened after, though.
Okay. And the 95 being Dawson Brush. Yeah, you had a perfect view of this, actually, because of what have happened right in front of you. Jordan and Dawson were both battling in the top 10 with you and Josh Colm-Diaz and such. So yeah, I could only imagine you had a front row seat for that one.
I was right behind it.
Well, here we go. We're going to have a restart with about 12 laps remaining in the final stage of the Jackpot 400. Alex will let us know at the line.
12 to go.
Wow, bang on. And only because of your information. And a solid restart out of the gate there for Blair Roussel in the 25. He clears the 3 of Dustin Franklin, brings Aaron Garcia with him, but now Dawson Brush in the 95 looking to challenge on the bottom. With only 12 to go, everything's going to get really serious here. Luca in the 73 is right there with a shot to win this race. It's his debut here in the NOSSCAR Platinum Cup Series in any NOSSCAR race. Having a great day. He's been up there in the top 10 for most of this race, and he's right now scored in the 6th position, using the high line to his advantage, trying to find a way around Dustin Franklin and Landon Jenkins. Blair Roussel still leads in the 25. 10 to go. And the 95 of Dawson Brush is really lagging, and he just hit the 3 of Dustin Franklin. And now And now there's a crash. Sean Lucas in the 22 has just went around over in turns 3 and 4. He slides up and into the outside wall. We're still green as of right now.
I saw cars tumbling in front of me, so it must have been all leg, because we're still green.
And side by side for the race lead, Aaron Garcia going to the bottom of Blair Roussel. He's getting some help there from Landon Jenkins in the 77, Luca in the 73 right there in 4th, Dawson Brush the 95 running in 5th, trying to be careful with his car. Every now and then he's having connection spikes. 8 laps to go in the Jackpot 400. And the inside is going to prevail. Aaron Garcia takes the lead, looking for his 3rd win in the first 5 races of the season. Blair Roussel, Landon Jenkins, they're both very good as Aaron Garcia in the 24. They're capable of staying in the draft there and making a move on them every now and then with the run that they're going to get. The draft is pretty powerful here at Las Vegas. I don't think Aaron's going to drive away. 7 laps to go. And Luca in the 73 is going to take the 4th position back from Dawson Brush in the 95, and those two battling the way that they just did cost them about 7 or 8 car lengths to the top 3. And with 6 laps to go, it looks like it's going to come down to Aaron Garcia, Blair Roussel, and Landon Jenkins. Aaron Garcia came in as the points leader with 2 wins in the first 4 events of the season. Blair Roussel won at Daytona to kick off the year, came into this race 7th in the points, but locked into the playoffs, of course. Landon Jenkins in the 77 car has no wins so far this season, but came into this race 3rd in the point standings. He's going to be one of those guys that points his way in if he doesn't get a win, but I do believe it's only a matter of time before we see that 77 car parked in victory lane. He is our 2022 NASCAR World Champion from the F1 Games format. It's a little different here on the NASCAR Heat Games, but he's come along a long way in a short amount of time. 5 laps to go here at Las Vegas. And correct me if I'm ever wrong with the lap count. Is it perfect? Thank you. And I'm not sure if Blair Roussel is kind of just waiting until the last lap to make a move, or if he's pushing as hard as he can to try to make it to the back bumper of the 24 and make that move. He's going to want the inside, I'm pretty sure. 3 laps to go here at Las Vegas. And just
Las Vegas doesn't really have a dominant lane. The river, you can get the run. I'd say take it.
And he might be taking your advice. He might know this just like you do, because he took a look to the outside a moment ago and couldn't quite stay beside the 24 on the exit of turn 2, and that tucks back in line through 3 and 4.
Yeah, the outside, if you can get to someone's outside and get the side draft, you can get the runoff exit and clear them.
2 to go. Their teammates, and Aaron has been very successful here in the NASCAR Platinum Cup Series and in NASCAR in general. He's got 14 NASCAR Platinum Cup Series wins in his career. Blair Roussel has 1, and it was this year at Daytona. That I do think that Aaron in the 24 is going to play nice. If he gets a run to the outside or inside, I don't think he's going to pinch him or force him down to the grass or anything like that, though. White flag is in the air. Blair Roussel is there on the outside. They're door handle to door handle. Now going into 1, Aaron has the advantage. Aaron seems so strong down on the inside line. The crossover move by Blair Roussel. And Aaron Garcia just brushed the wall a little bit down the back straightaway. Blair has the advantage going into turns 3 and 4. And coming out of 4, drag race to the start-finish line, Aaron Garcia is going to win the Jackpot 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. He had a great run of momentum coming out of turn 4 on the outside to pull back up in front of Blair Roussel and hang on to the win. Blair will finish in 2nd, Landon Jenkins will finish in 3rd, Dawson Brush is going to finish in 4th. And they are crashing coming across the start-finish line. Aiden Cody in the 53 was the one spun out over there. Great run for Dawson, finishing in 4th. Great run for Landon, finishing in 3rd. A solid job by Blair Roussel to challenge the points leader for this win. He'll finish in 2nd. But congratulations to Aaron Garcia. 3rd win of the season, 15th career NASCAR Platinum Cup Series win. We will have a word with him in victory lane in just a couple of minutes. Throwing it down to Alex Tesdall, in-race reporter. 2022 NASCAR Novice Cup Series champion. Alex, last time we saw you, you were running in 10th, the first car in line in the 3rd group. Where did you end up?
I ended up P12 after I got shoved up the hill again by the 8 car.
Yeah, he was doing that a lot tonight. He was not afraid to use the chrome horn, that is for sure. You got stage points in this race as well. It was a good points day for you. What are your goals in mind for tonight at Atlanta, knowing the draft influence will be on high?
I don't know. It's going to be a crazy one. I usually tend to bring fast cars to those types of tracks, but luck usually isn't on my side, so we'll see. I hope for another, solid points run, but we'll see.
We'll come back to you towards the end of this broadcast. Thank you again for being the in-race reporter here tonight. You always do a great job keeping me informed, so I know what to tell the viewers at home, and it's greatly appreciated. And we are awaiting Aaron Garcia, driver of the 24 Chevy Camaro for Timac Motorsports. It was a big night for him. He led a lot of laps in this race, and he battled through a lot of adversity as well. There was a couple points in this race when he went to the tail of the lead group or simply all the way to the mid-pack region and had to battle his way back up towards the front. But every time something like that did happen, it seemed like Aaron Garcia was always able to overcome and always able to charge back up there, keep himself in a position to win this race at the very end of it. And now we are being joined by the driver of the 24, tonight's Jackpot 400 winner at Las Vegas, Aaron Garcia. Aaron, congratulations. It's your 15th career Platinum Cup win, 3rd of the season in the first 5 races. No other driver has ever won the first 3 races in the first 5 races, the 3 of the first 5 races, rather. Tell us what's going through your mind. How were you able to hold off the 25 of Blair Roussel at the end?
Oh, just that high line. That's all I wanted to be on that last turn because that's on the bottom, slides up all the time, and I didn't want to be in that position. So the high line kind of saved me.
Towards the end of the race, it kind of looked like your car, in the final stage at least, was getting loose every now and then, especially coming out of turn 4, and you would need to kind of chase it and gather it back up. Did you go too far on adjustments, or were you pushing harder?
Definitely in stage 1, I was real loose. I couldn't hold on to it. That's why I tightened it up in stage 2 and 3. I was having trouble out of the turns sliding the tires. I couldn't stop. Anything I tried, it just kept sliding the tires.
I was speaking about a moment ago about all the adversity you had to battle through to get back up there a couple of times. There was a few points when you would get forced 3 wide and you got shuffled outside the top 10, but you were able to rebound and get up there and keep yourself in contention for this win. What were some of the things you were doing to make sure you had a chance at this at the end?
Oh, just I thought we were going to be able to make a pit stop, but when we went and I thought we were going to have a safe fuel. I was trying to save fuel to find the fill ups until that caution came out, and they're like, okay, fuel, we have enough fuel, so I'm going to run hard, and I did.
Like I mentioned, it's your 3rd win in the first 5 races. What's been going your way, and how can you make sure that you continue this dominant run of momentum?
Just make sure the track position, because I'm pretty sure if you stand, like if you're up front, you're going to be able to stay up front, unless you get wrecked.
10-4 Congratulations, buddy. You are the Jackpot 400 winner at Las Vegas. Go celebrate with your team, and good luck later tonight at Atlanta.
Thank you.
And that was Aaron Garcia, driver of the 24 Chevy Camaro. Third win of the season, 15th of his NASCAR Platinum Cup Series career, maintaining and extending that points lead, further locking himself into the playoffs and further cementing his legacy here in the Platinum Cup Series, arguably the favorite so far if the postseason were to start tomorrow. Final thoughts from Alex Tesdall, driver of the 17 Ford Mustang. Finished 12th tonight, buddy. Take us a run through on your day.
It was a very up and down race. I started almost dead last, drove up and got stage points by the end of stage 1, got shoved into the wall a few times, drove back into the top 5 to get points in stage 2, then got put in the back again and rallied back to the top 10, got shuffled out another time and ended up P12. So good, solid points day, but wish it would have been a top 10.
You said it looked a lot like Daytona and Talladega out there, and it felt similar as well. And it looked like that from up here in the booth. It looked like all 20 cars, 24 cars, I mean, had a chance to win this race. The draft was strong. People were making wild moves 2 and 3 wide. It was really exciting to watch from up here in the booth. You did a good job out there making some good passes, top 10 all night long, and bringing it home in P12 with some stage points. Good job, and good luck to you at Atlanta.
Yeah, thank you. I swear I probably passed like 50 cars.
You're not kidding. That's going to do it, folks. Round 5 is in the history books for the 2023 NASCAR Platinum Cup Series season, hosted here on NASCAR Heat 5. Thank you very much to everyone who joined us for the show. Your winner tonight is Aaron Garcia in the 24 car. From all of us here at NASCAR, we are saying so long and stay fast, folks.